Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is the Rise of a Nation, it is episode 88, and today we have got the playoff game to see if we get into the Champions League group stage or if we go into the Europa League. The board just wants us to be as competitive as possible in the Champions League, so they are kind of expecting us to not get through this tie, but be competitive in the tie if the club division wants to, be competitive, right? So we'll wait until we take charge of the match. The reason why we're here without having a drawn game is the draw is today. We will recap, obviously, what's been happening in the league and everything like that. And if you haven't seen the end of last season, we did the double, and we deserve to be here. Also, important to note, because of our run in the Champions League last year, top place this year gets a guaranteed Champions League group stage spot. So if there's ever a time to go back to back to back, this is the time. We have started well enough to do that, though. But we are, of course, from last time, seeded for this tie in the Champions League. And this is the big thing. We got Astana Celtic in this pot ourselves. Olympiacos, Ludogorets, Maribor. Terms of the unseeded teams, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have Fenerbahce or Malmo. Don't want any of them. Legia or Ferencvaros. I wouldn't mind that. Partizan or Osijek. We've beaten both in the past, so you wouldn't mind that. But the one that I'm really eyeing up is Lillestrøm or Victoria Plzen. I think we could get out them. What do we think, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Who do you think we are getting? Adelaide nearly pulled off the remarkable comeback of only making 130 in 2020 and winning. But it's never enough. We don't deserve to go through. Potato reckons we're going to get Malmo or Fenerbahce. I think we are going to go Partizan or Osijek because we've played them in the past and the game loves throwing up past ties. Like I said, I would love the Lillestrøm and Victoria Plzen, and I really want to avoid Malmo and Fenerbahce because they'll probably be thing. But yeah, anyway, we'll see what we go. All right, first out the hat is Ferencvaros or Legia or Warsaw, and Olympiacos go out. So straight away off the bat, one of the ties I did not mind gone. Astana or Celtic drawn at home. We need to see Fenerbahce and Malmo go here. Come on, boys. That gives me so much confidence. It gives me so much confidence. All right. We're either going to get Partizan or Osijek, Lillestrøm or Victoria Plzen, and we're going to be big favourites to make the Champions League group stage yet again. It is Lillestrøm or Victoria Plzen. It's the one I really want out of the two. Please say SFB. It doesn't. Please be drawn away from home. We're not. Partizan or Osijek. Partizan are decent. Partizan are a decent Croatian Serbian side. Osijek, the Croatians. They played each other previously, and then we played the winners, I think, last year or the year before in qualifying. I don't remember. When did we play them? Qualifying, Lech, Dynamo. I reckon we played them in qualifying. Something. Yeah, Osijek we played in qualifying for the Europa League, and we won 2-1 and drew 0-0. I would rather play Osijek than Partizan. Partizan are a decent squad. I think Partizan are a crazy friendly, mid-season friendly last year as well. Where are we going? Mid-season friendly? 5-4. We beat Partizan last year, only 5-4. In a game that we absolutely dominated by everything they went forward with. Moncini scored. So, and he's a real-life player, is Gabriele Moncini. And he is still there at Partizan, and he's still banging in goals, maybe. I don't know, he scored against me in a friendly. However, our team has changed a little bit since then. It hasn't changed too much. As you can see, we still got 7 million in the bank. It was 6 that I showed you. The Oscar Sandu played enough games for South Africa that I got 1.7 mil, so that's in the thing. We've actually gained a little bit of money. But our wage bill has come down quite a little bit. North Beach, good to see you. And that is because we have got on the ins... I'm going to have to go to the transfer history, Damien. We have made 2 signings. Adam Lodberg was already coming in as the backup left back. Signed him on a free from Midtjylland. He's unreal. This is a guy that I'm absolutely looking forward to using in the Danish national squad eventually. And hopefully we can, keep tutoring him. He's going to be good. We just needed a better backup left back than Ortega at left back, and this guy was available on a free. And Danish talent, yeah, get in the band, unreal. But the next name you guys will know, and this is a name I've signed specifically for the Champions League. Christian Bilic, the former Leeds United man, has come to us on a free. Now, obviously, for those that know who he is, he was at Arsenal for a little bit, went to Charlton on loan, went to Derby for many years, which is AJ. When AJ was in the chat, he loved it, that we're going after him. Fulham, and then Leeds, he got released. Didn't play too much in the Premier League, and has played okay over the past, but a lot of experience with this guy. He comes in and he looks just the bee's knees best centre-back in the league. We're signing him on a free for a 3-year deal at 10k a week. 3 years, he's going to be 33. If he's physically not alive anymore in terms of being able to run, we just let him go. And then we are going to just go out there and just be absolutely amazing. Like, he is the best centre-back in the league by a mile. Great first touch, headering, marking, passing, technically. He's the cut above the mustard. Like, if you go to the season preview, he is in this list right there alongside Eugene Neff. And yeah, it is good to see. What a player. And I cannot wait to see how he goes for the rest of the year. Important to note as well, he is playing unreal. A 7.4 in both games. And we will recap both games for you really right now. Important to note, actually, on the outs, we haven't made a sale yet, really. Ortega's on loan, and they have an optional fee for 600k. But Lars has been offered an important player role at AGF in the league. So when he turns 16, where he's going to be fighting for spots here at SFB, he's actually going to be the number 1 striker at AGF at 16 years of age. This guy going out on loan with the ability that he's going to play first team football in the Superliga at 16 is going to be insane, because AGF also have good training facilities. We did the same thing with Leafy, obviously the backup goalkeeper last year. We played him. He was a Division 2 capable player. Played him in Division 1. And even though Federico went down and got relegated, he grew a star and a half. This guy's going to be insane. We rate him. Everyone rates him. He's also got a very good national team report. Yeah, when your national team report is 5-star, you're a wonder kid in the making. So, yeah, he's going to be good. Just getting him out on loan for a year, letting him play first team football, going to be really good. Important to also note, though, we do have some offers. Tony Christian wants to leave because we signed Bilek. I'm going to let him go. He's got a couple bids in it at the moment. We have obviously got 2.3 mil, which is his value from Spal, and Malaga made 1.9 with 2.4 over clauses. And yeah, we look really, really good. And then Christian Marquez has a bid of 5 million, 7 million up front, and percentage of net profit. I'm not planning on selling Marquez. He's not interested in doing Blackburn. However, if a team ever came in and said, look, he's 25, he's a good player, he's one of the better centre-backs in the league. However, we'll give you about 15, 20 million. I am going to go in and just do a job. Lastly, Emil Skov's got 2 offers here from PSV and Rangers. We rate this guy as a regen. I really do. He looks really good. Every time he's played in the reserves, he looks good. And yeah, hopefully we will be okay. That's what is going on. Now, it's just important for me to see when this next game is, so I know when to tell you I'm coming back, YouTube. I've not lost a plot, chat. Yeah, Rian is a very much a god burger. Why buy a championship player in Bilek? Bilek was playing in the Premier League for Leeds, and he played at Arsenal for many years. You've got to remember, the guy has come from Leeds and has come in and is the best centre-back in the league. So I've just gone and signed the best centre-back in the league. So if you're telling me that we've bought a championship player, we haven't. We've bought a player that's going to help us really go and do the job. Ali's like, has your mum hit you over the head with a new cricket bat? Nah. I just think Bilek's such a smart signing. Only 10k a week for the best centre-back in the league. You know, it leaves us 7 million that we could potentially spend towards the end of this window as well, because we got a month to spend it. I'm not worried. I'm not fussed. Anyway, we just need to see when these games are going to come in as well. I think we're going to be able to see them now in this list here. If I go like this. So they're going to be in between the Nords and Vigil games, and the Sonder game as well. Look, not the bad thing, because we get Copenhagen and Nords out the way with 2 full-strength sides. Hopefully, look, I think we need to rotate against Nords, and yeah. In terms of the games that we did play, we did beat AGF 4-0. We looked pretty smexy in that. We were very good. Important to note, Neil Jenkins has now grown to the ability that he's better than Dolcek. He's also just unbelievably good, averaging an 8. Neil Jenkins is now your number 1 left winger I just can't keep him out the team. We looked really good. Zahora looked really good. It was great. But this game was a bit worrying. We absolutely killed AAB. I was getting ready for coaching. We were 1-0 down to the 60th minute, and I couldn't score. Their keeper was making save after save after. He got an 8.2. He got man of the match, I think, with an 8.2. He was, it was incredible to watch. And I just thought, we're never going to score. In the end, Marco scored from a set piece, and not even a minute later, Jenkins scored. And then we proceeded to watch their keeper make save after save after save. And Ep88 got a 6.6. He made a 1-on-1 save in the 90th. So, happy with it. Look, it's another 3 points. Yet again, it just shows you where we've come from the league and the domination that we could go on. Even the games that FM is trying to FM out of us, where goalkeepers are making 14, 15 saves a match, we are still somehow finding a way to come from 1-0 down to win. So even when you're getting an expected goal ratio of 3, and FM's trying to say, no, you're not allowed to win, we're still winning games. So we are on the right track. But yeah, look, at the moment, looking really good. Not much has happened in terms of the squad, because the squad is so good. It's so young. It's going to grow together. We're keeping our best players at the moment. And Bilek is come in and is the best centre-back in the league. So I'm really happy. And hopefully we continue on in the same vein of form. We want Osijek to beat Partizan. Only because Partizan's a better team. And Osijek would be an easier tie. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Do I think out of those two we should beat both? Yes. Partizan the hardest because they've got more of the better regens. However, we should win over 2 legs. And those 2 legs are coming up next, YouTube. Don't go anywhere. And it finishes loading. Game. That's the longest I've ever seen it take the save. Alright, let's go. Welcome back, YouTube. It is Damien, and it is time for the championship playoff first leg to get into the group stage. Partizan did get through past Osijek, which makes it a harder tie for us. They did get through the 3-2 win at home before a 2-1 win away against the Croatian side in the big Serbian-Croatian derby. Their best player is still Samid Badzar. However, their player that scares me the most is definitely... Look, don't get me wrong, this guy at 24 looks insane. Is definitely not him. We played a friendly, and Gabriele Mancini scored 4, I think, or a hat-trick inside the first half. He just finished everything. He's very well-rounded, a bit of an experienced striker. If he gets going, we're in a load of trouble. Look, for me, personally, we just need to go out there and play well, which we haven't done. I've come back on stream, and obviously we streamed the group stage draw, which is the first thing I did. I lost to Midtjylland, Copenhagen, and even like when we've lost games in the last 2-3 years, we've looked like scoring. That was the first game in a couple of years where I have not looked like scoring at all. Hey, Minigame HD, how are you? Not like scoring at all. So that was worrying. And then we went 1-0 down inside 10 minutes to Nords, and we're like, uh-oh, here we go. We got an equaliser, which was really good. Joe Hoge came back in, and he won the ball for that first goal. And yes, he is so good. And then they got a red card, and we ran away with it. And yet again, though, it's another game where I've had 29 shots, 40 on target. Expect the goal ratio that is high, and we should have scored 7, 8, or 9, and we didn't. But it is what it is. Now, I have so much more quality than the team that I'm putting out here today. But I'm just going back to what we know works best. Right? Apart from Marquez, who, for me, has not played a good game at all this year. Apart from the AAB game where the whole back four played a really well game. Every goal has been basically his fault. Bilek's been really good. He's averaging over a 7. Right? I've dropped in for Campbell, which is something that I don't think I would ever thought I was going to do this year. But yeah, we're going to go over in the biggest game of them all. So far, anyway. But the rest of the team, though, Neff and Dolcek together have a great understanding. I know Neil Jenkins is really good, but he's been poor in the last 2 games. Came off the bench against Nords, and he missed 2 massive, big chances, including a header from 4 yards, which hit the post. So he's dropped. Yep, he went into the hole and looked amazing against Nords, so he's going to play there again, which means Raphael, through no fault of his own, is out just to make sure Joe Hoge is in the middle. And if there's ever a game where I want to have a midfielder that's going to look to just hold and win the ball and off we go, it's probably in the first leg of the 2-leg game in the Champions League tie to try and not concede an away goal. Thank God he's so good at what he does. And then obviously Moreno and Bagessi, self-explanatory. Bum the Jug Club captain. Zahora's been in decent form. And yeah, look, if we play to the best of our ability, we get through this tie. However, after losing to Copenhagen and going 1-0 down against Nords, I actually think we're not in the greatest of form, and I don't think we're actually finishing the clear-cut chances we should. The goals we're scoring are goals that, you know, oh yeah, we should score, but we're missing chances that are even easier. So I don't know what kind of form we're in. I'm a little bit pessimistic. You know, if you told me before when I got on stream today, after watching when I watched first 2 games of the season off stream, while I was getting ready for coaching beforehand, we're going to piss the league in. We're going to win every game. No one's going to stop us. Got on stream after turning off FM, and I do think there's a thing of, if you're in good form, don't turn off Football Manager. If you're in shit form, turn off Football Manager, because every time the form flips. But hopefully that doesn't show itself here today. I did mention it before, and I've mentioned it again. Last time we played these guys, 7 months ago, we have a very similar side. We won that friendly, and I will understand we're on a 3-month break, and I don't know what they do in, or a 2-month break. I don't know what they do in Serbia, but second game of friendlies for mid-season, we only won the game 5-4, so who knows. We are going to go through their team. This is an important game. Now, it's important not to the board per se, because the board would go, if you keep it competitive, not a problem. If I was the board though and I went out to Partisan, I would say, hey, you probably should have made the Champions League group stage. You didn't get drawn against one of the bigger boys. You didn't get drawn against Fenerbahce or whatever. So that's the first thing, right? But the second thing is the board don't care too much. And yeah, look, I think if we went to the Europa League, we'd get out the group easy, and I think we'd go on a deep run. Yes, I believe in that. However, after last year making it to the first knockout stage of the group, not losing at home at all in the Champions League last year, including drawing to Juventus and beating Barcelona at home, in our first ever year in the Champions League, I think we should definitely get through this tie. However, always nervous, because you always are nervous before a Champions League game, especially qualifying. Anyway, Aletska's not a bad keeper, but I dare say Mbagessi's better. Iguilent is the Romanian, he looks really good. Reguillo, the 26-year-old Portuguese, looks pretty decent on paper, fair to be said. And Darko, the Serbian, has been capped twice, very quick, but more of a left-back than he is a centre-back, but definitely good enough to play left centre-back. The Serbian left-back, very experienced, has played for Serbia, very well-rounded, very good player. Jordan Sierra, the Ecuadorian international, looks very experienced in the middle of the park, followed by a regen called Tamas. Looks really good. Regen face pack doing insane things as well. He looks very clean. He's a decent little centre mid. Dalber, the 21-year-old, is pretty good and could be capped. Definitely looks more of a striker than he does a winger. Looks like a very good advanced forward, but can also play in the hole as well as a shadow striker. Agnello's a 31-year-old Chilean that's been captain many, many times. Darek, there, the 30-year-old Swiss international, very experienced. And Gabriel Mancini is also a very experienced lad as well. They got Dimitri on the bench, Mark on the bench. They've got Sinsar, who is a pretty decent regen with a lot of potential. We got raided by BC HD Gaming. How are you, BC? Good to see you. What a time to come in. The 18-year-old prospect on the bench for them as well, and obviously Darko is there too. We have to be favourites, right? And obviously last year, our first year in the Champions League, we did not lose a game at home. We came through qualifying, got to the group stage, somehow got out the group after losing 7-1 to Juventus, beat Barcelona at home, and then obviously Barcelona beat us 7-2 at the new camp because of Barcelona. I think we deserve to have the pressure put on us that, yeah, you should get through this. The fact that we lost to Copenhagen, we didn't look convincing. We didn't look convincing against Nords until they had the red card. Kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety that these guys, not even 6 months ago, played us in a friendly and we only won 5-4. A lot has changed since then. The back four has changed slightly. We're in a bit more form. That is correct, BCHD. Definitely correct. With a name like Damiano, I'll let you figure it out. Anyway, look. Score prediction in the chat. Champions League, knockout stage. I just want to get a couple of early goals and just put my mind at ease. I also think we have a ball-back stick. Dolcek doesn't win it. Thank God gets on it. I'll say it in a second. Joe Ho's good. Dolcek, no room. Zahora looked offside. He was onside and he's put it wide. Wow, far out, Zahora. Really got to score that. Also important to note that we have Vigil 3 days after this, and then 2 days after that we got them again in Serbia. I really want to put this tie away in the first leg if I can. And at the moment, 20 minutes played, the longer it stays at 0-0, the more I do not like this. Anyway, still staying at 0-0. Got to stay on positive though, because I do think we're keeping a clean sheet. We probably will go through. But at the moment, nothing really happening. I'm going to go attacking here right before halftime, see if we can find one right before halftime as well. Really poor game from us at all. They do not look at all into it. Saying that, we don't look like anything as well. Fresher arms. I don't know what's going on at the moment, but we do not look like ourselves, where we don't look like the scoring ability that is us. 51 minutes played. This might be something I may rue if we get hit on the break. Mazzala on attack for Yepi because he plays it so well. And we are going to get Rafael Orbres into the hole. Straight like that, the Colombian sensation. And we are going to move to attacking. We're yet to lose in the Champions League at home. We've had 7 shots, 1 on target. It is not happening out there at all. Neil Jenkins, get out there. The Australian loves a goal too. Also get him coming inside with Neff and overload that left-hand side. It's a highlight here. We really need it to be for us. Thank God wins it back, but it falls to him. And Gabriel Moncini scored 4 against us in that friendly. So, yeah. Anyway, ball in, cleared away, picked up by Bilek, Yepi, Orbres, Neff, turning up, Jenkins, good spot, away we go, still going Neil, come on son, going down this side, still going Neil Jenkins, what a moment, straight at the keeper though, fists it over the bar, still Neil, yeah, it's a very interesting challenge, and a lot rides on this game. Anyway, Yepi, bum the jar, still going, Yepi, from the set play, ball in, Zahora got a head down, come on mate, still 0-0. Still 0-0. Andreas for Bum the Jar as well, the other winger. Here we go, highlight. We need a score. We need to take a lead to Serbia or else I'm not favourites anymore. Anyway, Moreno, ball. Thank God. Got to put it in there. He does. Cleared away. It's going to be Bielek's ball. Come on. He's good with the ball at his feet. Finds Moreno. He can whip one. In the thank God. Good ball. Neil Jenkins straight at the keeper. Oh my God, man. I'm not liking this at all. Jenkins, what a tackle. I'm not liking this at all. Dominated the game, but all they need is one ball on the break or one defensive mistake. They get an away goal and we are going to be out in the group stage of the Champions League. Well, not in the group stage, in qualifying to try and get there. Get tackled. Thank Orbres, well done. How did he get on that? Still going. Roughly. Oh my God. Never mind. It's 0-0. This game's finishing 0-0. This game's finishing 0-0. Finishing 0-0, we lose. It's one of the two. We're not scoring. We're not allowed to score. Neff, get on it, please. Campbell. Thumps it to Zahora. If there's ever a time, Johan. Come on. Back to positive we go. Out of all the play and all the ability out there and all the sexy football that we're known for here in Denmark, it's a punt of a long ball from a centre-back who shut a brick because he got pressed and Zahora's got on it and has put it past the keeper, has not reacted. Right. 1-0, I don't care. Sometimes you play, can we make it 2-0 just like that? The corner set plays are good here. Yepi, top of the box was Neil Jenkins. He went with the cross. I don't want that one. That's the one where it needs to be top of the box, variation number 2 to Neil Jenkins. We know the situation here. Anyhow, Mpagesi, Moreno, come on. Ball out wide, Bum the Jar. Oh no, it's actually Andreas. Well done run, Andreas. Good body too. Across the box, low, hard, driven. That's away from the goalkeeper. In the head, Johanovic is going to go long, and it's a good ball into the channel, but Bilek does well. Moreno forward and facing forward. He can fill his boots here. The quick Colombian fullback, take him down the line, ball in back. Neil Jenkins, her head's over again. The Australians having a spaz. I swear the last few games. Can't find the back of the net. Really, we have been piss poor. Piss poor we've been, but I'll take one right now. Eugene Neff, 2-0. Would be nice. Don't let him go on the break. Campbell has been good. Chips it towards Andreas. Can't lose it here as they're on the break too. They've committed a few men staying high. Moreno breaks that first line though. The ball to Andreas. Got to score. Come on. And even the poor side, even the good side, when they play poor, find a way. And at 2-0, without an away goal, as long as we don't concede from kickoff here, you'd think that we should see this through and be in the Champions League group stage for the second year in a row. All I am going to say is we're yet again going to be undefeated in every game we've ever played in the Champions League. And that includes Juventus and Barcelona coming to Denmark. And we're still undefeated in Denmark. We got there. Look, yet again, like I said in the Copenhagen game, we slayed them, we lost 2-0. But I said in the Nords game, we had 30 shots, should have scored 8, didn't, only scored 4. I won the game 4-1 because they were down to 10 men, right? I really want to say it was a let-off. because we didn't play well, created a heck load of chances, and the 2 goals we scored was a long ball over the top and a very good ball with a good finish at the end of the game, which is more our style. But to keep morale high and to say, hey, wins are wins, we'll tell them they've been good enough. That was good enough. We've got Virgil in the middle of this, newly promoted, should be able to fully rotate and win. And then we are going to be in Serbia to play Beograd again with a 2-0 lead. Will we make the group stage from here? We should, really. Can we do it, though? Let's go find out. See you in a second, YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, YouTube. It is now time for the second leg versus Partizan here in Serbia. We did play against Virgil, obviously, in the middle. We did rotate. We did win. We're comfortable, but yet again, it's another goal conceded. This time, Bilic was the centre-back to have the poor game. Every game we've played, apart from the first game of the season, one centre-back's had a worldie and the other one's had a poor one. Today, Marquez had a okay one, and Bilic was poor. We just can't get it going. We were 1-1 at some stage as well. The only shot on target went in. It feels like that, this FM session in general that I've filmed this in, whatever, has just been one of those sessions where nothing just gone right, everything goes wrong, yet we're still winning games of football. Secondly, this goal from Will Jenkins is going to win goal of the year. That's going to win goal of the year. Just think I'll make you guys aware of it. That's a really nice strike. We still look really good though. You know, we are currently top, which is crazy. Midtjylland lost to Silkeborg, who are now second. It's a weird old time, but it is what it is. And yeah, so we're somehow top, and we have lost a game this year. Now, in terms of the team, because they keep having one poor game, one good game, Campbell and Marquez played so much together last year, we just need to keep a clean sheet, or score, when we're going to win this tie. So, and that's all that matters, really. We don't care, we just got to get through there. Even though Jenkins did score that worldie, he's not going to go out there. I am going to go with the standard lineup that won us the league last year and got us through most big games in Europe last year, which was Mpegesi, Moreno, Marcos, Campbell, Neff, Joe Hodge, thank God you're here, Bum the Jar, Yepi, and double check with Zahora in up top. You feel for Rafael Albrecht because he's done absolutely nothing wrong. He's one of my best players here in the league. Averaging a 7.3. He's got 4 assists in 5 matches. The guy just is so good. That's my big problem with this team, is as much as Yepi's good in this role here, and as much as thank God and Yepi are very good defensively minded midfielders, or as much as that we have dominant and on the ball, and we could play with Mazzala and attack like we do in Denmark and whatever, for whatever reason, if Joe Hodge does not start and does not play, we just concede and we don't play well. When Joe Hodge is there, even if we don't play well, we still win. So, yeah. Double! A Helix raid! Helix! Thank you very much for the raid. You've come at the right time. We are 2-0 up in the first leg of the European Champions League playoff round, and we are about to go and embark on the second leg with a 2-goal lead to get into the group stage for the second year in a row. Thank you, AJ, for the shout-out. Give me a score prediction. We know Dim's already predicted 3-1 win on the night and a 2-0 win from us from AJ. I'm predicting a little bit of drama. I'm predicting 1-0 Partizan we get through, just. I'd rather not, though. But I've seen it happen enough times, and this hasn't been our absolutely greatest, FM session ever. Everything seems to be going wrong tonight, so who knows? But hey, it's the normal starting 11. Be interesting to see. In terms of players up top, they've put Sam up top, who's not bad, very well rounded. Angelo Arios, who was on the bench last time, is in there too. Shadow reckons we're going to win 4-1. Shadow, thank you for the shout outs there as well in the chat, and Kane has come in there as well. Apart from that, I actually think this wing, no, he played last time. I think the rest of the team's actually the same. Yeah, it is Moncini who scores all their goals on the bench. Interesting, but yeah, anyway, we are 2-0 up. An away goal would be enough, I think, today. I enjoy these matches a lot. It is us in the white. It is obviously Partizan in the black and white. And yeah, away we go. We are potentially 90 minutes away from back-to-back group stages in the Champions League. And all I can say really right now is we are yet to lose in the Champions League at home. For the guy to raid this evening, yeah, you can. Shadow's a very good part of this community, isn't he? We love Shadow. Anyway, thank God. What a ball. Yep, he should be I paid solid channel points to bring them here just for your demo. Thank you, Shadow, for using your shadow points. Could you imagine shadow points? For using your channel points wisely. Dolchek on the ball, inside the bum the jar, who we can wheel around, doesn't find it, and in the end Marquez ended the highlight. Would have been nice to have scored an early one and just relax and go, we're going to go through. The longer it stays 0-0, the longer I'll be nervous until it gets a bit later in the day. Anyway, another highlight, Morano, ball in, thumped in, cleared away, should be Joe Hoge and Neff and sorted it out, and it is by Neff and Campbell, back into Neff again, and his ball to Dolchek, what a ball, with the chip as well, the keeper's got egg on his face, the keeper went down looking for the bottom left-hand corner effort that Dolchek's known for, and in the end, Dolchek just gave him the eyes, and as soon as he went to ground, he lifted it over him. And I'm telling you now, we are going through to the group stage for the second year in a row. What a ball, what a touch, what a finish, what a goal. Helix, thank you again for the raid. It's nearly midnight for me, mate. It is 12:30 for me. I hear ya. Have a good night. There we go. Anyway, game center match, maybe. Marquez on the ball, looks inside, Yeppy. Takes a touch, thank God, Zahora into Bubnajan, away he can go. Finds Joe Hoge, looks into thank God. Good ball out in the Dolchek, he's come inside. And the ball to Yeppy's pretty good. Keeper came in and get there. Yeppy scored. And this is what I mean. When you put this team on the park, even though it doesn't have all my best players in the team, this team is the most balanced team we have. And it is the best team for us to probably go and combat big games in Europe. So it is what it is. In the end, Dolchek, what a touch. Comes inside, chips it into Yeppy. And you know what? And coaching in real life has taught me this. Sometimes your best team isn't the best balance for the squad. Sometimes the best team has guys that are limited in what they do, but they do the job that's needed for the team. Joe Hoge being one. He may not be the greatest man going forward, right? And he still does enough. Dolchek again. Ivan loves this competition. We're 3-0 up and flying now. Right, and we're on our way. We're definitely on our way. But yeah, Joe Hoge, but all he does is he wins the ball back and he combines very well with Mr. Eugene Neff. Right, Dolchek I don't think is as good as Neil Jenkins, but because he plays the winger role and the guy loves a big game, he goes out there and in the big moments he does what's needed. Done. Right, and I feel for Neil Jenkins because I think at any other time of this save, if Dolchek wasn't here, he would have been playing week in, week out. Right. It seems that with Campbell and Marquez, they just understand each other. Now Bilek's very early into his tenure here at SFB, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Anyway, Bubnajar's efforts blocked, and it really could have been 3-0 on 4-0 on the night, 6-0 on aggregate. But yeah, look, this team is just so good at playing with each other. I am going to take Marcos off here at halftime and save him so he doesn't get suspended here, and Dolchek's picked up a knock by the looks of things. The game hasn't really said that, but maybe he's just unfit. Who knows? There it is. It looks like it'll be a tight hamstring. Okay, 3-0 up. Dolchek and Marquez are both going to come off here at halftime. Joe Hoge, good ball in, cleared away. And Joe Hoge bring it back again because that's all he does. And it's not like he's so limited going backwards. He just does whatever he needs to. Anyway, Joe, Neff, Dolchek, Yeppy, looks Zahora. Thank God you're here. Into Neff. Goes for goal. Fools a Yeppy. Block. Zahora gets back on it. He goes for... Okay. The flares are going off in and around at Partisan. And I think they are just enjoying the football as much as we are. Johan just says, don't worry, boss. I'm just going to twat this one in. And we're all good. And that is 4-0, 6-0 on the night. Who would have thought, with the... Not like they were playing poorly, but we're not playing our best football. Who would have thought this was coming? The boys are back. Maybe the boys are back. Who knows? In the end. I tell you what, I think he's offside in build-up. I'm saying that, though. He didn't really impact my play there. That's what they're checking for. If they're really checking for that, then he's off. But it doesn't really impact the game. So, yeah. Anyway, Dolchek's going to come off here for Neil Jenkins because he is got that tight hamstring. And Marquez is just going to come off for Bilek. Bilek's going to actually come in as a ball-playing defender himself on defend. And we're just going to go to two of them just to get away from his pace. And, yeah, we will go to that. And away we go. Save the yellow card and save the injury. And hopefully, we can go out there and just continue on. I'm also going to make a change here as well. And I feel like Yeppy's had a really good game. I'm going to get Rafa Orbres in early doors in for Yeppy as well. Yeppy's looking a little bit more worse for wear. And yeah, look, if this could be the typical football manager thing now because we made 3 changes before like the 75th minute we get an injury, but who cares? Anyway, Eugene Efros, Albrecht is good on the ball, but doesn't win that one. And Gabriele Moncini, who did score 4 in a friendly against us, not even 7 months ago, got on the ball. And Sierra now coming in. And in the end, Mpegesi is shown him wide. And there we go. Damn it. Damn it? What did you predict, Shadow? 4-1. You got to need him to score. Anyway, bum the jar. Ball in. Oh, it's spilled. It's 5. And I know no one predicted a 5 in the chat. The goalkeeper spilled it. He's had an absolute mare. He just probably wants to dig a hole and wants the ground to swallow him in it and send him into the abyss. But unfortunately for him, he's going to have to stay out here for 15 more minutes and weather the storm that is SFB. And hey, we're back in the big time yet again. Back-to-back years in the Champions League group stage. Yes, please. Anyway, Campbell heads away. Neil Jenkins, the Australian's quick. And he scored a wonder goal, and he's known for him. And Jenkins with the ball towards Zahora. He's got numbers inside of him. Rafael Albrecht, the Colombian, just wide. Really should have done better. Should have Rafael Albrecht, but it is what it is. Anyway, 5-0 and running away with it. I think we're almost through. Something tells me that we're nearly through. We're definitely through now, though, because it's about to be game over as Joe puts the ball in. Neil Jenkins flicks to Albrecht, whose header is blocked and cleared, and in the end it should be full-time referee, which it is. And it is game over. 7-0 in aggregate, 5-0, and mercifully for the first time tonight, and I've been streaming for over 2.5 hours, we've actually put chances away. We've had a lot of games with 20 shots and only scored 1 or 2 goals. Tonight, for the first time, we've actually put some chances away. Anyway, very good performance, boys. I'm very pleased with that. And yeah, we are through to the group stage yet again, which is perfect. We also get 15 million for that, which brings the club over 40 million in double checks out for 1 to 2 days, which brings the club 40 million in overall balance as well for the first time in our history. And just look, always hanging in and below 10 million, dropping, then Champions League. This is the difference of being in Champions League. Not being able to compete with everybody to being able to do everything. I love it. Anyway, YouTube, I'll see you guys in 2 days' time for the Champions League group stage draw. Who are we going to get? Is it going to be as hard as last year? Are we going to get a pumping in the group stage like last year? Who knows? But let's go and find out. I'll see you guys in a second for the group stage draw. Welcome back, YouTube. It is now time for the group stage draw of the Champions League. We are seeded 4th yet again. Look, there's some teams here. Liverpool, PSG, Bayern, Porto, United, Barcelona, Zebra, which is Juve, which I wouldn't mind another crack at, and Wolfsburg. City, Chelsea, Inter, Arsenal, Madrid, Atletico, Lyon and Napoli. Sporting, Dortmund, who got through just. PSV, Leipzig, who I wouldn't mind again. Genk, Monaco and Milan. Jeez, that's a very tough 3rd seed. If you got Milan, Monaco, Leipzig and Dortmund in the 3rd seeds, you're going to be tough. And then in the 4th seeds, we're in there with Lillestrøm and all that. Sevilla in there. Just interesting. Anyway, it's not going on. All right, we're just going to draw it out until there's 3 teams in every group, and we'll talk about every group when we get there. Right, there's groups that we want and there's groups that we don't want. Group A, United, Napoli, and Dortmund. No, thank you at all. We do not want that group because that group would be the death of us. That group is the group of death. We don't want that. Porto, City, and Lille, it wouldn't be the worst group. I think at home, with our home record, Porto and Lille we can get at. City is just City. But I think we're in trouble. Group C is no fun. Group C is death. We beat Barcelona at home, though, in the Champions League. We beat Inter. I think we've played Inter in the past. Something tells me that. Leipzig, we beat it at home, lost away. So Group C, I think historically, because of a lot happened last year, Group C we could technically finish 3rd, if not get out of it, because we can beat Barcelona and Leipzig at home because we've done it before. But I don't want to really be in Group C either. Group D, PSG, Arsenal, Genk. We would probably finish 3rd and then see what we can do against PSG or Arsenal. But we should probably beat Genk home and away. And it's probably a bit disingenuous to Genk because I would imagine they're going to be all right. Kuzi, how are you? Group E, Bayern, Madrid, and Milan. If you saw that group in real life, right, you'd be like, really? And you know what? If that group got Sevilla or Celtic in it, you'd just be like, right, wow. Group D, D, G, and H would be the best group. So D would be okay because we would finish third, you would imagine, more times than not. Group G, Liverpool, Atletico, Monaco. Group F, Liverpool, Atletico, Monaco. No. There is so many groups. Okay, we're fucked this year. Last year, we were okay. This year, we're fucked. Group G is the good group. Wolfsburg, Chelsea, PSV. If I got in that group, I'd rate my chances to even finish second. In Group H, Zebra, Lyon, and Sporting. Again, I know that we can do the job against Sporting at home and away because we've played them. Lyon, I reckon, are not bad. And yeah, Group B... Right, Group B wouldn't be bad. Group D would be good enough to finish third and go into the Europa League, which I'm happy with. Group G is probably... Group G and Group... Okay, if we want to finish second, Group G, Group H, or if we want to finish third, Group D, Group B is not a bad option. If we get Group A, if we get Group A, Group E, or Group F, we're just done. We're out. And Group C, we can fight, but I can't guarantee anything. Alright, let the fun and games begin. What group are we getting, boys? I reckon we are going to get Group E. I reckon the way this stream has gone and the way that everything's happened, we're getting Bayern, Madrid, and Milan in Group E. What else is the chat thinking? And as always, YouTube, links down below. Come follow us live on Twitch. What are we thinking? Every group is the group of death. Dim reckons Group D is what we're going to get. Shadow reckons we're going to get Group C. And AJ reckons we're going to get Group F. Celtic first out. What a group, by the way. Group A, United, Napoli, Dortmund, Celtic would be the group of death. All right, Group B, we don't mind. Sevilla go in there. All right, we do not want Group C, but we can fight in Group C. Zenit go in there. Group D, and we can finish third. Right. How good a Genk is the question. Group E, if this is... to be fair, whoever's here is just the weeping boys of this. Basel have a very good coefficient. Olympiacos get good regens. Olympiacos I would like to see in that group. That is actually a very tough group because Olympiacos have very good regens. Basel get in there, which makes that group not even any easier for anybody. Right? Lillestrøm go into there. Lillestrøm will be okay on the Norwegian side, and there we are. Right, so we get PSG... an away trip to France. The boys that I battled with last year with Jadon Sancho, Sandro Tonali, right? Last year at Metz. Arsenal. We get to go to England for the first time in the save as well. And this is their key player, which would be a regen from Tunisia. Yeah, okay. We got to deal with him. We dealt with Lan Olsen Osberg last time, so we'll be okay. Ben Chilwell and Williams here. That's actually a very nice touch. Right. And then it's Genk. Genk won the league last year after finishing second and third. Their best player is this 25-year-old. He looks insane. Miguel Sevilla. Can we have a look at their team? Just quickly. Ivan's a 31-year-old. This guy's going to be a regen. He's not, but he's wanted by Roma. Fourth is there at 30. Good signing. Era at 22 is a regen. Looks good. He's unhappy because he wants a new contract. This Belgium left back looks insane. This Zucker guy is a Belgium in the middle that's wanted by a lot of clubs. Sevian looks pretty decent. Look, every group is going to be hard. Hey, Siad, 29, how are you? I sold you last year. Benjamin Mena. Yeah, you're good. What a wonder kid. Right, so we're up against it, really. We're really up against it, but we're always going to be up against it. This AAB want this guy. Interesting. Why do AAB want you? Yeah, you're good. I wonder how much you want to go for. They're not willing to sell them. Why AAB want you? Anyway. It's an interesting group, that. I feel like we can fight because... on paper, we're yet to lose at home. Now, look, it more than likely PSG and Arsenal could pump us home and away. It's all about what we do against Genk. If we can beat Genk at home and Genk away and get to 6 points, we're in a seat. If we don't do that, we could go out. But hey, it was all about making it to the group stage for the second year in a row. We've done that. I have 9 mil to spend. I have 42 mil in the bank. There may be a couple transfers by the time you guys see me next. But who knows? Your group, yet again, is SFB, PSG, Arsenal, and Genk. I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.